Hey, welcome to Joe's Multiverse. I'm Joe, and I got a big announcement. It's huge. It's earth-shattering. It is life-altering. All right, maybe not that much, but we do have some G.I. Joe content coming your way very soon, right here at Joe's Multiverse, and I have a thunderstorm above us, some construction and noisy neighbors, so I apologize. But here in the near future on Joe's Multiverse, we are going to be having some G.I. Joe content coming in to Joe's Multiverse, like a G.I. Joe jet fighter coming in for the kill. Okay, maybe not that drastic either, but nevertheless, we're going to be talking about some G.I. Joe classified figures. We're going to be talking about some Cobra Island exclusives. Well, we're going to be unboxing a crap load of G.I. Joe figures, but we are also going to be doing the drawing very, very soon. And also, we are almost up to 400 subs here on the channel, but let's not focus on 400. You guys can do that by tonight at 9 or 10 o'clock. I'm talking about 500 subs. That's the next big milestone. I just need a few of you to hit that subscribe button, and we'll be there in no time to 400 subs. But it's the 500 subs. That's what we want to do, because then we are halfway to 1,000, and then we are all really going to party, do some giveaways, do some live streaming, and we're really going to have some fun then. But right now, what I'd like to do is I'd like to read some of your comments on some of these videos that I appreciate so very much. All right, on my video, if the G.I. Joe Classifieds don't do this, I'll be upset. Listen to me, I'll be upset. And top 10 wish list. That's the video. We have a comment from Soulcraft, and this was 2 weeks ago. He said, I would be upset if they don't start doing a 100% ARAH tune line. I'm not sure what that is. Follow up on that comment, or anybody else who knows what that is. School me on that, because that sounds very interesting. Prime Artist 1977. Valiverse is making Sergeant Slaughter in their Action Force line. He is on Big Bad Toy Store, so that's very cool. I'm hoping that they can sneak him in, but it sounds like if we need a Sergeant Slaughter for our G.I. Joe figure collection, that there are some options out there. Good old Dave's Dungeon, a good supporter and good friend of Joe's Multiverse, he said, I wouldn't hold your breath on Quick Kick. I'm holding my breath until they make a Quick Kick. I'd love to see Mutt and Barbecue in Lifeline and Lady J. Well, they are coming out with the Lady J. I have my Lady J on pre-order, and she'll be coming to GameStop, from what they told me, actually today on March 1st. So that's a matter of days away. So hopefully I'll be sharing that figure with you guys. What else do we have? Rafael Gonzalez says, I'd love to see some Cobra Bats and Wild Weasel. That would be very cool. TMHUNTER 49. He says, Lowlight, Stalker, Dusty, Major Blood would be some good selections, and Barbecue, and I 100% guarantee. Let's see, what do we else? Keith Jerome, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Let's open that all the way up so I can read the whole thing, because it's kind of a long one. He says, my friend Action Force is doing the Slaughter figure, the Sergeant Slaughter. He teamed with Action Force, already pre-ordered mine. Not sure if Hasbro can do one, being he is affiliated with the Action Force now. Check it out, an awesome post. I love the same characters you're mentioning. This was one of my favorite toy lines next to Mask. I remember Mask. Maybe we'll get someone who has the balls to do this line with the transforming vehicles, and Inhumanoids would be a cool reboot. I'm not that familiar with the Inhumanoids, but more figures the better, I always say. Oh, I like this one. Rodney383 says the Marvel Legends Shanghai Chi might be a worthy substitute to hold you over for Quick Kick. That is very cool. All right, that is some of the comments on that video. Let's see here. Comments on why fans get so upset about G.I. Joes. Alan Duarte, D-U-A-R-T-E. I apologize if I am not pronouncing these names very well. Alan Duarte. Imagine if they followed 80s cartoon or comics. I wonder how good their product would be. Yeah. Sponge Monkey 26 says basically everyone wants upscaled versions of the 80s ARAH line with modern articulation. I agree with that. He says, I also don't mind these modernized but vintage inspired figures either. There's some better than others, but let's read more. There's really no duds throughout. I agree with that. Hasbro seems to be listening, and I'm sure sooner than later we will get those classic looks too. You know, and I agree. And I personally don't have a big problem with the figures. I point out what I hear from the people on other videos, on the news, people talking, and I just kind of report on that and talk about it because I know a lot of people that watch my videos when I talk about the G.I. Joes that they don't like some of the things. Other people's don't have a problem. Just because I say that there's some problems with them doesn't necessarily mean I personally, Joe's Multiverse, have that problem. I'm kind of talking for everybody because not everybody has a YouTube channel. Not everybody wants to do it. Not everybody has the time. Not everybody knows how. Not everybody has one. So I'm here to help be your voice for all the people out there. So I'm just kind of broad spectruming the whole thing. But personally, if you were to sit down with me one-on-one, I would say, I don't have a problem with it. Is that exactly what the Red Ninjas looked like? I couldn't tell you for sure, but I think that's cool, and I sure am grateful that I have one. So that's all I can tell you about that. This one, there was no problem with. I don't think I never heard any kind of news, complaints, rant videos on that not looking like a Cobra Trooper. Just that it was hard to find. And this was the exclusive from Target that I was just lucky enough to be there when they first came out and got one. So, but I didn't even, the Scarlet, didn't have a problem with her. I know they could have done better. I kind of looked at it and said, is that how I don't remember her looking exactly like that, but it didn't bother me. Some people it does. Some people don't care. Some people, there's so many different outlooks on this stuff. That's why I like looking at these comments, because I learn so much, and I've learned that there are so many different opinions out there. So, but keep commenting, keep letting me know. Here's another one by Babs Britt. He's a good supporter of the channel. Thank you, sir. He says, nostalgia can't be updated in the mind. Totally agree with you, Joe. Just wait and see what they do with the bat. That's going to be very, very cool. I'm pretty sure that they'll be coming out with those. I would place money on that. Let's see. I'm out of breath talking so much. I'm just yapping on today. What's going on here? Nightwalker says, I agree with you, actually. They should have made the Joes based on the cartoon, but give it sort of an update. I like that. Give it sort of update like they did to the 2011 3-inch and 3/4 when they made Bats in the camouflage and Duke in camouflage. I was digging the Shockwave, Shock Blast they remade in that 2-pack with Space Destro. Yeah. Let's see. Wayne Stanley says, of course they did it on purpose. If Hasbro released vintage-looking 6-inch Joes first, no one would have bought any of the game version Joes. This way, they trick us into buying both waves. See, there's all different kinds of viewpoints, all different kinds of perspectives, and we all have our opinions, and I don't disagree with anybody. Here's one more from this video. There's so many good comments with these videos. TM, get out of there. TMHUNTER49 says, it's so true. I would agree with you. The Hasbro is testing the waters with this line. That's a good way to look at it. I think eventually they'll come out with a retro line. Hasbro will get our money again. I grew up with G.I. Joe and loved everything about it. So did I. Still have a lot of vintage collection. The 80s toy lines were the best. Great content, and keep the videos coming. I will. I love reading stuff like that. It is so encouraging, because this is a lot of work, but I love it. It's very, very fulfilling, and I just enjoy doing it, and I enjoy hearing from all of you and commenting back and carrying on these discussions, and I'm learning so much and appreciate everybody's perspective. So with that being said, we're going to cut this video a little short so you all can get on with your life, and maybe some of you watch some other YouTube videos, and do me a favor and watch some more of mine. It helps the algorithm in the whole YouTube game. And if you haven't subscribed yet, do so, because we got to get up to 500. We're going to have a little bit of a celebration. We're just over 100 subs away, and that'll be easy. Just in the last 2 days, there's been like over 60 subs on this channel. It's crazy. I appreciate all of you. If you are one of the ones that have done that in the last couple days, thank you so much. If you're a subscriber in the last 4 months since this channel has existed, I thank you as well. Thank you to all of my ride or die fans out there. Joe's Multiverse appreciates it more than you know. All right, well, until the next time we enter the multiverse, which will be very, very soon, I'll see you later.